Welcome back. It's been a while, a good long while. It feels like forever since I've been out last and stayed out. As you can probably see from the backdrop, I'm in the Lake District. That's the bottom of Red Screes, so it'll give you a clue where I am. I'm actually just at the top, well, coming to the top of the Kirkstone Pass. It's been closed. Sorry about that, dropped my pole. It's been closed for periods, and I've been wanting to get Stony, Cove, Pike and Hartsop, Dodd done for a long while, which I'm going to do. So I decided rather than parking over at Hartsop, it's a nice weekend, probably the first we've had for some time, and I knew it'd be quite busy, so I knew that Kirkstone Pass pub car park is quite a big one, but there's these road closures, and up till now you could actually get up to this point. I'm just actually walking up the top of the struggle. So I got into Troutbeck, just got up past it and turned back and then dropped back into Ambleside and then came up by the Golden Rule, and I've come up here and I've just managed to get in a, because I think it is actually shut off there. Just had a word with a guy in a camper van, but I've managed to get in a pull-in just down there, a little kind of pull-in just near towards the top of the struggle, so I've only got a few hundred yards to walk extra anyway, so yeah, so I'm in the Lake District with the aim of doing Stony, Cove, Pike and Hartsop, Dodd. Just a couple of Wainwrights, but I'm just going to take it easy. I ain't been around because my wife's been kind of quite ill and she's all right now. I'm getting there, and at the same time I ended up with a chest infection that's going round, so I'm expecting to be blowing a lot today. So here we go. When we get to the top of the struggle, there's a path that goes off the back of the pub. I'm just going to head up there, just have a meander up there. Once I get high, I might nip over to Thornthwaite Crag. I know there's a place we can get some water, so and just have a wander around there, and then with a return with a possible camp on Stony, Cove, Pike. But we'll just, as long as I get to Wainwrights, I'm not bothered, and then just back down the same way in the morning. Nothing too adventurous today. I just needed to get out and get up highish again. Just see how the old lungs fare. Right, I'll put you away now and bring you back further up. There you can just see the top of Windermere down there. I came up, like I say, I've had to, instead of coming up the Kirkstone Pass, that's the Kirkstone Inn, and said road works, there's no surface on the road. There's a guy in a pickup actually just guarding people coming in because there's like motorbikes coming up. So I came up the Kirkstone Road, up past the Golden Rule, and then along the what's called the Struggle, which to be fair was quite a nice drive. But yeah, I think that's going over towards the South Lakes. It's quite nice actually, because a lot of people are being put off and turning round. I just nicked through one set of cones, but there's a car park still open just at the top there. I don't know if you can see it. And then that's down towards Patterdale and Brothers Water. Red Screes up there. And that's our path. going up that little crevice up there. Put this on. I'm sweating. It's a lovely day. There isn't the breeze that they said. Might be a bit at the top, but it's perfect for walking for me anyway. I have got a bit of a dab on mine, but just going to take it really easy today. It's just about enjoying the trip after failed camps. Weather, high wind. Everybody knows about the wind and the rain, so I'm not going to bang on about that. That's behind us now. We're going to start being positive. It's just lovely to be out. Absolutely lovely. Oh man, oh, I've missed this. Gorgeous. So, get my pack back on and have a steady walk up here. Oh, I was saying, because it's closed this, it's really, really quiet. I would have thought that car park down at the Kirkstone Inn would have been fairly full today, because there's a path up, I don't know which way it goes up, but there's a path up Red Screes somewhere up this from here. And then there's all the paths up here, and when I've been up before it's been fairly busy. Oh, I might even get a bit of blue sky. Sun. Right. Oh, I don't feel happy. Right. Onward. I'll bring you back in a bit. As a dour Yorkshireman, this may be as giddy as you'll ever see me. Oh man, sublime. Place fell up there, I think. Yep, it is. Place fell. I love that summit. Camped on that. Oh, welcome back, Dave. Bizarrely, the sheep seem to be Swaledales. So I ain't seen any Herdwicks yet. And that's the ridge where, on one of my earlier videos up there, I don't know if you can make it out, but there's the big cairn up at Thornthwaite Crag. I might have a walk over there once I've got these two, and just have a walk over and get some, because I know there's some flowing water over there. So I might have a walk up there and then kind of come back for a camp, because I've got all day, I've got loads of time to spare. I just wanted to come up and just have a wander. Just spend the time here. It's blooming magical. Oh, I missed it. I've just come off the main path from over there. Just looked on the map, I just saw this. It's a monument. It says it's John Bell's or John Banner's monument. Which I can't really make out the Mark Atkinson died, and then also his son William Atkinson died 2nd of April 1987, aged 83 years. So I don't know if that's the monument or whether the monument's further down. I'll have to look it up and have a read. But what a view. I don't think they're actually buried there. Don't know. But look at that. Look at that for a view. over to the main path now. Just a short way, short up. Absolutely perfect walking weather. It's the sun's got out, but there's a nice cold bite in the air up here. Now you've got up here. When the sun goes in, it does feel quite cool. It said it was supposed to be 2 to 6 degrees, but felt like -5 tonight. With at 750 metres, 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, but no, it's not that at the minute. Not on the tops. So just following this, it is a path this, but just following this faint trod. And the main path's just over this wall line. So I'll and then over that way. So I'll just bob over here and then my way up there. It's nice up here, no shortage of camping spots up here. I seen one other guy that were walking up with a load of logs and stuff. I thought, oh, fire. But they were actually walking over and making his way to the Mosedale sort of bothy place. Lovely. There you go. Right, I've just hit Stony Cove Pike, which is my 163rd Wainwright, but I didn't film anything up there because it must be quite busy down the Hartsop direction, which is why I gambled at parking over this end, because it's such a nice day. I did think it'd be pretty hard to get parked if I got up here a little bit later, but so what I've done is I've come up onto Stony Cove Pike, but I need Hartsop Dodd, which it seems a bit of a waste in altitude, but it's a go out come back kind of job to go back up, and then I'm going to go back across to like Thornthwaite Crag for a wander around up there. I've still got loads of time, so I'm going to walk down, get Hartsop Dodd bagged, and then in this area I've only got Troutbeck Tongue to get then. Like I say, it's a bit of an out and back in, but I've got plenty of time, and it's nice steady walking. It's not too taxing. So it's actually the talking that's making me feel a bit ruckly like that. So I think is that grey crag, is it? Grey crag across there, I think. That drops down from Thornthwaite. So I'm going to drop down to Hartsop Dodd. There we go. There's still some snow hanging on just at the top of the I think that's Helvellyn. Can't see come across. You can see there's a few groups of people walking up, so it must be quite busy heading up from the Patterdale direction, which is what I thought it would be. So I'm going to crack on, get down there. I might have something to eat when I'm down at Bannerdale Crag, and then basically I've just got to walk back up. It's an out and back up, like I say, because I did want to camp in this direction so I can just drop back down to the car. So it's not like it's unpleasant though, is it? Like I've said before in previous things, I'm kind of just mopping. I've got ones and twos and bits and bobs. The only ones I've got grouped together are the ones that are out in the Western Fells. So it's all the kind of pillar and round all that area, and New Barrow, that kind of area, which takes me a bit longer to drive round. So I'm hoping, to be honest, to get some of those pegged off this summer. Get out for a few days. So right, off we go down the hill. Right, I've come back up from Hartsop Dodd. Just went down and come back up, but instead of going right up to the top of Stony Cove Pike, I kind of skirted round. So I'm just going down towards the col between Stony Cove and Coaldale Moor and Thornthwaite Crag. I'm a bit early, but there's loads of people around. It's so nice. I've seen a few people. I just need some water now, really. My aim is to come back onto Stony Cove to camp. So if I can get some water from a runoff, I can't see anything on the map, and the only thing I can see on the map is going up the steep path up to Thornthwaite Crag and the one that's just beyond the top. It's doable. It's a nice day, so we'll see. Glorious. You can see right out to Morecambe Bay. Probably, I don't know if it'll pick it up on this action camera, this DJI thing. You can just see Windermere just coming into view. The thing is, I'm up here and it's not a strong wind, but I think it's to get quite cold tonight, so I'm in the cricket, which has got an open front, so I've just got to be mindful which way I need to set it up. So rather than set it up to the easterly views, I might have to set it up because it's supposed to be northwesterly, swinging around to a northeasterly. So I'm going to have to put my back into it, I think, which means I'm going to have a view of Windermere. I don't know, I'll see. You can see straight above Troutbeck Tongue now. I understand why they call it that now. See that tongue straight down the valley. So just going to keep an eye out for some water now. So I'll put you away. If not, I'll have to go up to Thornthwaite Crag and get some up there. What a stunner. Well, I ain't got my rucksack on at the minute. I'm just kind of going up to the head of the valley that runs down to Hartsop. I've had to drop down to get some water. I did pass a couple of runoffs and I thought about getting some. I thought about dropping down. Now, that descent off Stony Cove Pike down to this col, where you go back up to Thornthwaite Crag, it's a lot gnarlier than I thought it was going to be. So I've had to excuse me, I've had to take my time coming down there. So but I've got to some fresh water now. I've left my rucksack just at, I can see the outcrop of rocks just up there, so I just got to get the water and have a walk back up there, and then I'll have a go up a couple of these like little gnarly bits back up. I won't call it scrambling, but it's one or two bits where you've got to get your hands on. and then back onto the top of Stony Cove, and I'm going to camp up there. But I've got loads of time. It don't get dark till about 8 o'clock, so it's just a very, very chilled out one. So I'll get some water here and have a steady walk back up to my bag. So there's the water source. Kind of only just, I followed it down and it's only just kind of started running here, so it was like a dirgy trickle further up, so it's running nice and clear here, so I'll get the water from here. Look how clear that is. Lovely and clear. I dare say you could get away with drinking some of this from fresh, unfiltered, but you kind of are getting away with it, I think. Right, I'm going to take a bit on board. I've got my water for the night. So I'm just going to have a drink of this lovely cold fresh water and then bob back up for my bag up there. So this is the current view. Right, drink and up. It's not bad, is it? So I've got set up now, pitched. I'm in the, as I said earlier, I'm in the cricket. I'm just off the, excuse me, I'm just off the trig, the cairn top. I think, I don't know if that is the top. There's a big cairn there, but it looks a little bit higher just across the way. So I've been to both bits anyway. But nice pitch, nice flat pitch. I've just come off the top because it just offers me a bit of protection. It's supposed to be a northwesterly. It's nowhere near as strong as it's supposed to be. He said it was going to be 15, 20 max. It's about, I've just measured it with the anemometer. It's about 7 miles an hour. And about it's about 8 degrees when the sun goes in. Now later on it's supposed to get down to between 2 and 6 degrees depending where you are in the lakes at 750 metres, which is where I more or less am bang on. 750 here. I think this is about 750. I'm nearly on the contour line. The top's 763. But it's supposed to drop down to like a -5 wind chill, so I don't know if it's gonna get a frost. I brought like a combination of kit out. Sort of, it's one of these spring things where you bring some of your winter and some of your summer. So I'm out in the cricket. And I've brought me inner. I probably didn't need it because it shouldn't be too midgy, but I just fancied trying it. I got one of these inners for it. a mesh in her, and my welcome mat. I've got my food and drink stuff, and I brought my gas stove on this one. I'm going to switch to my alcohol for the summer. A bit lighter, a bit more compact, but I brought that. Water, that's only gubbins for me, just my toilet stuff and electricals and stuff. Gas, that's my spare hand gloves there, and I got this a while ago. This is the bag I bought. This is supposed to be like Rab's one of the top of the range anyway, not the top of the range, but one of the top of the range. Mythic 600. It's unbelievably light, so it is going to get down to freezing tonight. So I just thought, I've had this bad chest and stuff, so I just thought I'd bring it, make sure I'm comfortable. But I've got under there, I've got a bivvy bag that I'll just probably get into just to protect it if there's any frost from touching the outer of this. And then the extern under there, and then I'll just put this down just as a bit of protection. It's not really for thermal properties really. And then all my warm dry clothes for later. And that's me bits and bobs, waterproofs and stuff. So it's instead of having my backpack with all tackle in it and then bits in the outside pockets, I've actually fitted it all inside this time. So it is condensing and reducing a bit for as it gets warmer. So the next step will be converting stoves and stuff and dropping some of the, when it's kind of winter, I just always pack a bag with 2 lots of gloves, spare beanie, this, that and the other, all sort of spare stuff. In the summer I just take one more of everything. So I still bring a beanie and stuff because it can still get a bit chilly depending on the conditions. So yeah, nice and comfortable. It's a lovely spot. I mean, this is me, it's got an open front this, and I think tomorrow morning it's to be 70% chance of summits, so it's just not a confident forecast, I suppose. I'm expecting all kind of I'm just expecting all bits of clag to be rolling in and out probably, I don't know. So I've got the western side of the Kentmere round, that's the eastern side over there. So you come up Kentmere Pike and stuff, and then out of Fell and stuff, and round onto Thornthwaite Crag, and you drop down. Can never get the right order. There's like Ilbell, York, and can't remember the other one. I'll have to have a look at my map. Troutbeck Tongue, and then you can see Windermere, and Ambleside's just down, well, it's down there. So that's swirls, and there's a bit of a nip in that air when the sun goes in. I'm expecting it to drop quite quickly. As it drops. Then when I set off this morning at home, there was a good frost on the car, so I'm expecting one on here, which is why I've kind of brought my bivvy bag with a winter bag, just to make sure I'm alright. Can't do it being cold. Nice and comfy. So yeah, so we're all set up and ready to chill out now. Gonna get a warm drink in a bit. It's grand, is this? Bloody lovely. Just what I needed. As I said earlier, kind of Julie's not been very well at all. I mean, people that know me personally, like on social media and stuff, will probably have an idea. But we've had, she's had bad headaches, really bad headaches, all sorts. I won't go into specifics, but visits to GPs, 4 or 5, A&E, ambulances, MRI scans, 2 MRI scans, 1 abdominal, 1 on the head, son. And then, a visit to sort of a couple of clinics which seem to have sorted it out. So it's been a bit of a, and then at the same time I had that, Julie had that, I had a chest infection, which was a bit of a nightmare really, because neither of us were sleeping. I was trying to kind of keep getting into work and stuff, and in hindsight maybe should have taken a bit of time off, but I just knackered. So I'm not moaning. I am, but it's just lovely to get out. Just needed this, really needed it. I mean, before that, I'd attempted to get out a couple of times, and the ruddy weather won't be playing. I mean, I'm actually surprised how dry it is up here, to say that there's been so much rain. I expected it to be a lot more boggy, but I've got quite a nice, decent flat spot. So yeah, so 2 months. 2 months I've been waiting for this. about 6 weeks. Fantastic views. Right, I want to get some warm clothes on, I think. Change my base layer. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit when there's something to see. Well, I managed to get a bit of a sunset. See you probably can't pick it up on this. It's got lovely views of the Scarfeld, and there we go. And a vista around to Helvellyn, Hartsop, the Dodds, and then right in the distance, lovely views of Blencathra, Skiddaw. It's dropped very, very cold. Very cold. But it's just stunning. Well, morning. It's about 5:30, just gone 5:30. Slept really well. I think I must have fallen asleep about 9 o'clock or something. Got dark and then I got comfy and dropped off. So I had a good sleep. The new rab bag's lovely and warm, as I knew it would be. It's decent gear. You pay for what you get. So I'm not hanging around this morning, I don't think. The cloud has come in like it said it were going to do. I just keep hearing bits of drizzle on the outer. So I'm going to get a drink and a bit of breakfast and probably pack up early-ish. I want to get back. It's my grandson's birthday, so well, it's tomorrow, but it's the only chance I'll get to see him, so I want to get back and see my grandson, Frankie, who will hopefully be coming camping with me soon just to try it. So yeah, quite a good night. What's that about? How was this at 9, 10, 12? What about 8 hours sleep? I needed to get out of my pit because I wanted a pee, so I've had to get up. But it's fairly light, so I don't think we're going to get any kind of a sunrise. Some nice bits of cloud floating in. Down the valleys, I'll just turn you around. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, that's me. That's my current view. That's what's so great about this. Keep banging on about this, but just for the conditions, it's a great shelter. This you can just lay. The only consideration is you've just got to make sure you're mindful about where the wind's coming from and where it's going to end up in the morning if it changes, because you don't want it blowing straight in the front of this. That said, you can, like I said before, you can take that front walking pole out. You can pull this beak, pull it right down, and then pull the guys on the sides, pull them out a bit, pull that down. And it pretty much makes it cosy, but yeah. But for stuff like this, it's not too cold this morning. Don't think it's got below 2 or 3 degrees. So yeah. Bell and York down there. Right, I reckon kettle on and a coffee. I've got some of me. I got one of these. This one nice. This adventure menu bread pudding. That. Actually, you can warm it up. I actually ate it cold last night. It's quite nice, very tasty. I had it after my main meal. I just had half of it, so I'll just have that for my breakfast and maybe a flapjack. And it's not a massive walk out. So I'll get some coffee on. I'll be my leftover bread pudding. It is really nice. It's cinnamon. It's really stodgy and sweet, and it's got cinnamon in it. Apple. It's got lovely chunks of apple in it. It's really nice. I bet it's nice warmed up with some custard. But yeah, so I'm going to stop waffling now and get a brew on. Start getting tidied up a bit. Oh, I'm so cosy. It's dead warm. I'm dead warm in this bag. It's lovely. Right. Oops. Sorry about that. Right. Kettle on. Come on, frame yourself. Right. As you can see, I just got packed up. That's where I was. That's a grand little flat spot, that. Bit of a slope on it, but and I ain't got many followers, but and people bang on about leave no trace. But leave no trace. First job I had to do, There were one or two spots up there, but this was a really nice flat spot. First thing I had to do when I turned up was kick down the hill somebody's porridge that they didn't want, probably from yesterday morning. So it's not hard, is it? Chuck it in a bag. That's where I've got all mine. Even my unwanted food. It's in my Tesco's bag. It's strapped to my back. Just leave no trace. And up on there, about 3 lots of banana skins. Leave no trace means leave no trace, even if you think it's biodegradable. Just and your tea bags, just take them with you. Why should I have to do your housekeeping for you? Anyway, it's one of them, innit? So it's as you can probably see, that bit behind me is Hillbell and Yoke, or what was. So it's come right down now. So that's one of the reasons why. As I said, it's my grandson's birthday, like, and there's no point hanging around for that. So I'm gonna pick up the path and just drop off Stony Cove and get back to the car. So brought you back. Probably can't see it, too far away. Erdwick alert. We've seen some Erdwicks. You probably think I've got a bit of an unnatural interest in Erdwicks. Me being a Yorkshireman and that. But apart from pictures of fells, the kind of I don't know, they just remind me of being up here when I've had some really good times and stuff. And I've actually got at work, I might sound a bit sad, but I've got a picture of my kids on my desk, and then I've got a picture of my stepdaughter very kindly bought me a Herdwick calendar, and I've got that's run out. It's long run out, but I've kind of cut a picture off, so I've got a picture of Herdwick on the fells. Just for when I'm having a bad day at work, really. And I can remind myself that's not what it's all about. It's all about this. Work to live or live to work. Hi ladies. Love them. They also remind me of my dad, because my dad died actually on Millennium Night, so he's been dead 24 years now. But he used to go walking. It was proper old school, my dad. Waterproofs and stuff, but there were none of these fleeces and stuff. And he used to have this really heavy, it was like a Herdwick sweater with some pads on the shoulders for your rucksack. Old school walking gear, but it were undyed. So it was that colour, and it always just, that grey brown always just reminds me of him striking off on a big hill. So yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of sentiment. I suppose you get ground into hills and stuff and memories and stuff, but yeah. The old fella. Tell you what, that jumper had been to some places. Lake District, Scotland, Switzerland, Italy, Alps, Croatia. Well, it was Yugoslavia when they went. So yeah, I think it had he even took it, he went on a walking holiday to Greece, and I think he even took it, I don't think he used it, but they went to Crete. They did the Samaria Gorge really early on in the season, and I don't know if he took it there. So yeah, it were real heavyweight, and it still had like the, I don't know if it were kind of treated or untreated, but it still had the. This is a bit of a dicey bit of mud. It still had all the lanolin, because I can remember he's a bit like me. He hated wearing waterproofs, so if it started, he'd leave his waterproofs off really till he had to put them on. I can remember picking it up, and it weighed a bloody ton, this jumper. Anyway, we're all into these like technical fleeces and stuff now. So yes, yeah, that's why I like Wainwrights. Not because I want to put some lipstick on them and stuff. Not far from the car now, just above the Kirkstone Inn, just down there. I don't know if these two guys with these roadworks have been there all night. There's like two flatbacks, like bouncers, parked in front of cones. But you can see some people have shuffled through into the car park. Because it's completely blocked off down there, and it's completely blocked off at the top of the struggle. So they must have moved the cones aside just to get into the car park, and then they've got these guys here stopping anybody from going down the actual path. Be good when they get it back open. It's a pain. You've got to just plan everything you do around it when you come into this kind of east side. Thing is, I've got one or two. I've nearly done all the far eastern fells apart from Troutbeck Tongue now, but I've got a few just left to do. Art Crag and stuff up round there. I've got about 4 round there dotted around, and they are dotted around. I don't know why I didn't do them when I did the rest of them. I think it was like early days when I wasn't really kind of planning on getting them. I was just doing like horseshoes, and if I'd have made a little detour, I could have mopped up a few more. Anyway, all makes for interesting fun, doesn't it? Looking forward to getting them done. Hopefully it'll all be open this by time, because it does take, if I come up to here, it's only like 2 hours 15 to this car park if I come the south way, but if I come to Hartsop and go around the A66, it puts about 40 minutes on it, I think, from memory. So anyway, yeah. And there you go, that's just the top end of Windermere there, and Ambleside, the back end of Ambleside. You drop down straight on this onto the Kirkstone Road, and then you go past the Golden Rule, which is a pretty famous pub in Ambleside. Right, I'm going to put you away while I go down these steps, otherwise I'll break my neck. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Well, I'm just on the road back to the car now, just to sign off really. Fantastic sort of short trip this. Fantastic conditions yesterday, lovely. Just had a right nice nip in the air just to find it a bit more comfortable walking when it's like that. When it's sunny, but yeah, I'll kind of sign off here. I'm kind of waffling on, but I have just really enjoyed this. Really needed this. Really needed it. I'm gonna get off now because there's some camper vans where I'm. A couple of camper vans, I think. I think somebody's sat having a coffee. So, but yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Look after yourselves. Brilliant.